If it gets too much, we'll go inside. So I actually had a question, and sorry if you can't really hear me. Okay, hello. I feel that there's a huge shift happening in your 3D reality, and during this transition, you're healing a lot of unsafety within your body. Things are becoming really real for you. There's not a lot of change happening now that is unstable. All of the changes are happening within you. Your 3D reality is now mirroring your stability. So there's not a lot of change that's happening in your foundation because you've done a lot of work. And yet there's this energy of words that come to mind are doubt, a worry, very worrisome. And it's keeping you in this mindset of believing that you're stuck. We've got the Chariot and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And it's okay to feel that unsafety. It doesn't mean that everything's falling to pieces. You can sustain and regulate the nervous system while you have money, and as you grow with money. You are showing up as the Queen of Pentacles, and this is your belief system of knowing who you are, the divine feminine, and knowing your role in the world. There is this real essence of healing sisterhood wounds, and it's led you into healing mother wounds. I do believe that the divine masculine is also triggering the mother wound within you, and you with him or her. Take whatever resonates. Energy is not man or woman. Energy is feminine or masculine. A lot of you are going to heal your mother wounds through mothering your sons, the way that you are not creating mummy's boys, where you are codependent with your masculine, particularly after separation in relationships. If you're not with your son's father, that gap, that separation, that emptiness there, that is what you're holding and you're cultivating in real time to heal your mother wounds. When this is happening, this energy that we're in, it is because you had a absent mother. There was a disconnection of mothering. You lacked a lot of nurturing energy because of your mother's dissociation. Or maybe she just wasn't there. Maybe you didn't grow up with your parents. So there's this longing that our inner child has, and when we heal and reparent ourselves first, we parent from being an adult, and there's this learning that occurs with our sons and the healing with the divine masculine when we walk open-hearted and we have divine masculine, your counterpart, your person, bringing up abandonment wounds. And to be honest, it could be just the person you're with right now. It could be the person that you're manifesting in. It could be clients, so you're actually manifesting in things for your business. When you learn to heal the feminine through the mother healing, which is this Empress energy here, and you're well on your journey of this healing, and it's the healing of abundance as well, and you've had to experience your whakapapa, your family lineage, on that wairua level, on that spiritual level, to gain identity for who you are and who you have been here to become. Your being here on earth, that's a huge journey for the divine feminine. It's a huge learning, it's a huge evolution. When you don't pass judgment over yourself and you don't retreat, I'm seeing that with the Judgment in reverse, with the Hermit, and the Page of Cups is upright. It's this understanding of yourself. We've been doing a lot of readings, and over that 6 weeks, so if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Chelsea Renee. I'm a tarot reader here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. I love reading tarot. I use it to get more confirmation from source, pretty much, and to help people, and to the way that we weave and move through the tarot readings, and what I'm saying to you when I'm yapping is what I understand in wairua, in the astral, and all of the ways that we are connected into one. And this is really helpful when you desire to be just human in your 3D reality. I was talking to my bestie yesterday about it, how I connect with people, and I come across as a little bit of a CUNT, see you next Tuesday, and it's just my crazy ADHD brain, I do believe, where I want to be a lot more present and be able to give more and to experience more pleasure. So the 3D reality for me is truly where wairua leads me. So these past 6 weeks, I created a series where we were moving through quite a turbulent energy, and I channeled readings at the beginning, in the middle, and the end, and it was a journey that we've been through. You can go through to YouTube and find the journey, the keys, the insights, the mirrors, the medicine, and in the tarot and in the wairua. But also I'm talking about real ass shit, human being things, emotions, mentals. It's a part of the feminine's journey, and I'm a divine feminine on my own journey, and this 6 weeks was really cool. I feel like I really learned a lot with this collective. y'all be giving me so many downloads, activating me when I do the readings, because I'm listening for the first time the same time that you. Like when I'm yapping, these are like the first things that come to my mind, and I've never said these things. I may have thought these things because they're like reflections of where we're at collectively, and also it's a part of my knowing and my teachings to be able to access higher realms. Last year I got a reading from a client saying that I know a lot, I can go deep, but I don't talk about it. I'm ready to talk about it now. I'm ready to speak and act and show up in the space. So when I'm out in my human, I'm also doing the same thing, but it's all based off this beautiful knowing of the Queen of Pentacles. So that leads us into why there feels like there's this shadow movement happening, and it is just the divine feminine and the divine masculine dance. It is about you being triggered when you are in separation in your energy with this person. They've been pulled away from you to work on their shit, I do believe. It feels energetically, but overall what you are doing is you're learning to complete your cycles. You're, instead of running away and blaming, you're taking ownership and responsibility of your reactions and your responses, and you're letting go of the what could have been. That's a really important part for the divine feminine's ego humbling, is just letting it go. It could have been a beautiful thing, but you're moving and you're merging with things that feel unsafe, okay? And that's how we started this energy. Things that feel unsafe in the beginning, when you know that it's good for you, but it's new and it's fresh. It's like starting the gym, or like going to that yoga class by yourself, or going places at night by yourself, which is quite exhilarating. I've actually often done, like, needed to go. I've been on a live and I've needed to go out, and then I've come back and my clients have still been on there. So that's pretty yummy. There's these experience that the divine feminine has that strengthens all of the relationships around her. So when you're in union, finally, with this divine masculine energy, whether it is the clients, whether it is the lover, whether it is the SP, the specific person, there we go. Whether it doesn't matter. It might be that relationship, that those healed feminine wounds. That could be the desire. You're moving forward, and yeah, it's the divine feminine's journey through herself, through the awakening, through being the pillar, that when the divine masculine returns to her, she's like, yo, what's good? Are you okay? There's a compassionate heart. There is a, no, I'm good over here. Like, how are you? And there's that reflection. And what you get back is, again, a part of the journey of your detachment and being open with what you are aligning with, being open and moving through that unsafety. Often we call in these counterparts to assist us with what we can't see within the blind spots, and it's important for this particular, if you're watching this, it's really important because of all the astrological things that are happening right now. Like, we've just entered into a astrological timeline that they have never been, like, it's never been recorded. And the next one that they believe is going to occur when this happens is going to be 165 years. And then there's another, there's some planets aligning, and it's going to be our next 36 years. So we're hearing these numbers, we're hearing these timelines. This is our studying. This is us being informed with the unseen and creating that purpose in life, because that's exactly what our ancestors did before the Gregorian calendar. And we were just like chilling, killing on the whenua, on the land, fishing, foraging, planting, you know, collecting bowies, hunting birds, like just chilling out, raising our taonga, our children. There's just so many things that we did, and it was purposeful, and there was a reason here. And because of the distorted masculine, because of the things that are happening in the matrix at the moment that can be very triggering, okay, there's this core essence that you're discovering where you can see it and you can hold it and it doesn't affect you, and you're able to learn from it and detach from it. So your mother wounds, the way that you're moving and merging through this feminine energy at the moment, healing the abandonment wounds, healing the anxiety, healing the addictions that come with regulating your nervous system, sticking to things that keep you regulated. So moving your tinana, moving your body the way that it desires to be moved, to be held. I highly recommend getting into Pilates, yoga, breath work, stretching, anything that is very somatic, very inward, very focused on core. Yoga is really about being present, in the present, in your body, in your core. So there's a lot that's aligning, and you just need to continue to align as well. Take care of self. You have a lot of questions. Build a relationship with yourself where you can do things by yourself, where you can self-nurture. That's going to help you be able to be a strong mother, a strong teacher, a strong oracle, a strong priestess, however you label yourself. And it's deep, and it goes right to the very core of you in the astral. In terms of the divine masculine, there is a message to say, just leave him, just leave that energy, just detach, just let go of any expectations. And when they return to you, each time they leave, they come back, leave, come back, until they're settled in your energy. That settling will happen, and he will return once he's released himself from the mother wounds that you are reflecting. And it's about trusting divine time. But when you're in the sense of time, you're in your ego, because that is it's like a Gregorian point of view, time. When you're manifesting, it's just aligning with frequency, with being, with knowing, with understanding and compassion. When you're aligned with all of those things, time begins to dissolve in, because you're not living in a lack. And trust is another one that's a big part of your core. But trusting yourself through that unsafety, through that uncertainty. And like, honestly, it happens to everybody. Even those that you think are the most confident, they're going through some shit that makes them feel insecure. you can move through that and live on the other side of that. Well, thank you for being here. If you do want some assistance, I do offer one-on-one tarot readings, coaching calls, and a 12 to 13 month mentorship. You can check those out in the link available on my profile. Like, comment if you have anything to say, anything that came through for you on this reading energetically that you wish to share with the community. Please pop that down. Please comment on each other's things too. It's so lovely to support one another, especially as we are moving through these astrological changes and we are being the first. So when they reflect back in 165 years, when we reflect back in 36 years, we're going to be like, wow, okay, that's what that bitch was like then. Like, that's who I was then. And now look at me. Huge. Can't even imagine what 60 odd Chelsea's going to be like. And I look forward to seeing where we are and how things have shifted and changed and morphed, because we live in abundance. I look forward to seeing what abundance looks like at that. I can't even imagine it, but I can. It's a feeling. So with that being said, I also have the 6-week oracle happening. We're wrapping up. We've got 3 more days, and then we've got a 2-week break, and then we're back into the breath work. I've just been doing it personally by myself because no one's actually in there at the moment. Still aligning, being really patient with those who are ready to say yes. I know it's daunting, like the energy that we're sitting in, even with this reading. If you're ready to move through that with softness, with clarity, jump over to Instagram and have a wee read of my feed. It's got so much information about what we're doing. 6 weeks with the breath, 6 a.m. classes, early nights. If you've got shit that you're ready to put into motion for over the next 6 weeks, and you need consistency and just like to get yourself into that rhythm, this is really helpful for that. Really helpful for your social media, your business, expanding yourself, but also regulating, alchemizing, balancing yourself, your wairua, your breath, and all of your subtle bodies. We're working with Te Wheke, which is a Māori health model, and it incorporates many beautiful foundations that we cover here on this channel. So no mai haramai. 10 spots are available. Okay, we start the 15th of February. I love you. Thank you for being at this reading, and I will see you in the next one.